All right. Have you ever noticed these black men that is speaking about the Bible? They're just there to make a profit. They are just there to make a profit. Nothing else. As they call it, believe. These people don't believe in nothing. Common sense. Belief is not a proof of anything whatsoever. Some of them are wearing dark glasses too, so let me take off this dark glasses. Yes. Belief is not a proof of nothing. It's just in the mind of the believer. Your eyes let you see things, and that's the proof of things, not belief. A blind man can believe as much as he wants to. He can see nothing, absolutely nothing he can see. So what is he believing in? But yes, but most of these guys that read this book you call the Bible, they are not really reading it to a great extent, because they will tell you in a minute, some of them, that is symbolic. Which the book is a symbolic book. It has been made by the white people. I am going to repeat myself. That book has been made by the white people. Do not listen to nothing all these guys are coming up with. Black men could not print anything whatsoever in the past. They do not have a press to print nothing. But here is the true story. The story of the Bible came from scroll. And those scrolls came from the continent of the motherland, as you call it, Africa. Those scrolls was written in Aramaic, not Hebrew. Hebrew is a Semitic dialect from the Aramaic. Ethiopia still speak that language. So now, what we must understood, these scrolls were written in Aramaic. On the language of the Aramaic only have consonant and no vowels. So when you're reading the Bible, you're getting confused. Imagine what I'm saying. My alphabet does consist of only consonants and no vowels. I don't care how you make a short line or a dot on top in dispensation of time. There is no vowels. Read my lip. There is no vowels in the Aramaic alphabet. And those scroll was written in that manner. You want to say papyrus and the skins of lambs and the skins of goats. Lambs and goats, the skins, the story was written on those skins of the animals. They scatter all over the motherland. You want to call it Kemet as your using name Egypt. You want to call it Israel as you want to call it. Those names are the white man names. Our people are not going back to the original name of our land. And our grandfathers, they don't know the name of our grandfathers. And they do not know the names of our grandfather land. Because the white man already named names of all those land. So when you're talking and you're using the words of the white man, you must understood or overstood that you're making a lot of mistake. Because he is the one that put his story together and brought it to the Western world. And everybody is going off with all type of crazy stuff right now. People are talking different stuff. If you go in the story of the Bible, as you call it, Genesis, God, the word God is a German word. The origin of the word is German and it derived from the German language. That's the origin. So they use the word God for the maker of all things. And they use the word devil as the deceiver. Satan of himself does not make anything. For example, Satan have not created anything and Satan have not made anything. The man you call the devil. And the man you call God is a man too. And he maketh all things. He make the heavens and he make the earth. But before God made all these things, as you call him God, where were God before he made all these things? I want you to imagine and I want you to put yourself into a place where is no world. Remove all the stars, remove the space, remove the moon and the sun, and the place we call Earth. And the space, you know the space? Watch me, the space. See the space? There was nothing like that been here. So you tell me where was God before the space come in existence? You cannot imagine. It is impossible for you to imagine. Just like the space we're talking about, space, unlimited space. No boundary, no destination. You can go and you can go and you can go, and you're not coming back and you're not going. You just keep on going. And there is no circling around. None of that garbage you're talking about. Because everything is space. It's been like that. It have not been made. It's not have been created. It's been like that. But your Bible told you that God created all of these things and God made all of these things. And if you go to the book of Genesis and look it up, chapter 1, God did not make the water. It said God separated the water from the waters. So therefore the water were here. And if you go down a little bit more, it said God called up all the animals that were living in the earth according to their kind, male and female. He said he called them up, come forth. That means they were in the earth. He said come forth. So that is not made. They were sleeping. And it's the same with man. Man was sleeping. One man was sleeping. And he was the woolly man. And he waked that woolly man up. But the Bible gives you a different way. We are the woolly man. We don't have hair. But they want to convince you that you have hair. This is wool. Wool. The fat of the earth. We are the woolly people and we are the original people. As I stated in my last program, I used the parakeet to show that all other men came from the black man. With interference of his doing. There is nobody made you and there is nobody create you. Those are a story that made up. Man have the power to do what he chooses on this planet. He can go from one destination to another. And he can go to different planet. But those knowledge have been taken away and hidden. Now they said you are gods. The word God is a German word. So you cannot take that word into the motherland, Africa as you call it, and use that word. It doesn't fit in there. The word Jesus is a Latin word. You cannot take that Latin word and fit it into the motherland, which you call Africa. It's not going to fit because it's never been there. On the people that and the people that live there will not understand that word. It's a word. It's not a human being. It's a word. The word God is not a human being. It's a word. The word cherubims are spirits. Angels are spirits. They have no flesh. They're visible and invisible. They go from one destination to another destination in the twinkle of an eye. They don't need flesh to go any place. They don't need car. You can invoke them and you can send them places. But you have to confront their sub-angels, as you call them, angels. Sub-spirit have to be called up. You cannot just call up spirit and send them places. Some call them demons, some call them fallen angels, some call them ghosts. Some people said Holy Ghost. Holy, they're just talking all type of garbage. Ghost, spirit do destruction work. They live in grave. They live in abandoned building. They live in cave. Those are ghosts. They are not good spirit. So you have to be careful when you're talking to these mad people about the Bible. Because they totally forget that it has been written by the white man. He take the scrolls and he changed it around. That's what he did. He changed the scroll to fit his ways. That you think that the story belongs to him. And the story will be speaking about him. The story of the scroll were magical story. Let me repeat myself. The story of the scroll was magical story. And they take most of those magical stories and they hide them away in different places and put them in different language. So when all these people are talking about the books of the Bible, sometimes you have to just wonder what they're talking about. Because most of the story of the Bible, they do not have the book of Tobias, first Tobias, second Tobias. They do not have the book of the Maccabee, first Maccabee, second Maccabee. They do not have the book of the dead, the book of the beasts, the book of the vampires. They're not there. So what I'm saying to you, they are fooling the mind of the black people. You can fool the mind of the white people. You can fool the mind of them. But when you fool the mind of the black people, they lose their thought and they lose their direction. And that's why we do not have no direction. Because our thought have been fooled by writing our history a different way. And that's why our thought have been fooled. Do not think the white man is a silly white man. The white man is very clever and he's very smart. I'm telling you, black people, stop calling him devil. And you Muslim need to stop calling him devil too. If he is devil, let's be devil like him. Let's change ourselves to be devil like them. And start farm the land how they farm the land. Do you see how these guys farm the land? When they're harvesting corn, or they're planting corn, or they're harvesting potato, or they're planting potatoes, do you see how these white people plant grains? And you're gonna call them devil? You gotta be bullshitting. They are the one that's sustaining the world with food. And the Chinese trying to try. But he ain't got no land. Are you calling these people devil? I do not understand that. I do not understand you, the black man, is calling the white man a devil when they have all the food. Look, forget about what you're talking about, man. Look, if we don't have food, we're going to die. I don't care how much you call on Muhammad or whatever, or call on God or whatever. If you don't plant food, plant grains, you're going to die. And that's why Africa doesn't have any food. Because they're not saying anything. Their thought have been messed up. We can't go on with this garbage. We can't go on with this garbage. Inciting the government to get this 40 acre and this mule. That's what we should be fighting for. And if every black man of the Western world or in the United States get 40 acres, and forget about the mule. Let's get 40 acres so we can start planting grains. You would not have nothing to do with the white man. You would not have any time to call him devil, and you would not have any time to call him Satan Picini, or in Jamaica they said Picini. You would not have any time to call him children. He's Satan children. No! You would be planting grains just like how they're planting grains. Instead of you sitting down and talking about God and talking about Satan, and they're going to do this and they're going to do that, we could be planting grains to have food to eat. Look, the white men have everything to destroy the face of this planet. He got everything to destroy the bottom of the ocean. Every one of the seas. He can destroy every one of them with their nuclear weapon that they had. So it's time for we to stop talk bullshit and start do like them. Take the land away. I'm repeating it for the past 20 years. Take the land away and plant grains like them, or take a few states. Take a few states and move our people up in there, buy the land so we can plant grains. Have our own schools to teach our people how to plant grains. Teach them how to follow the stars. Teach them how to follow the moon. We don't have to be going through all this garbage, talking bullshit. He's a devil. He's not no devil. He take care of himself. And he take care of all his people. Are we talking bullshit? He's not no devil. And once you think he's devil, it's going to remain in your mind for a long time. He's not no devil. He's smart and he's clever and he takes care of his things. He don't want you to live where he live. Don't live where he live. He's a different type of person. And you are a different type of person. Nothing wrong with that. Why you want to live where he live? Why? Why do you want to live where he live? You don't have to. So when you stop having that thought, you will get to understand. The Chinese live where they live. China doesn't want you to live where they live. No. The Chinese doesn't want you to live where they live. So when you stop doing all that garbage, you will understand the real thing. Why you want to live where the Chinese live? The Chinese don't want to live where you live. No, the Chinese doesn't want you. Chinese doesn't want to live where you live. Black people should live where black people live. We should gather ourselves together. And anybody try to hurt our people, we should take revenge. And those that hurt our people, those that hurt our grandmother and grandfather, we should take revenge. And forget about this God and this devil and this angel that you're talking about. Because none of that help our people since we've been talking about it. None of that God or them devil help our people that we've been talking about. And if you understood what I said or overstood what I said, you are going to overstood more and more. But if you can't, I can't help you. And that's all I can say. Peace, I'm out of here.